Okay, well, went into the school last week and got some measurements, and I suppose I guessed right on the measurements from the center line of the wheels down to the frame, or down to the ground, is about 9 inches. These are 8-inch wheels, so that basically makes sense that there's 5-inch clearance from the top of the rail to the wheel center. So that's good. So I don't have to really worry about anything there. I do, on the other hand, need to figure out chain tensioners. So yeah, that'll be fun. I suppose what I could do probably wouldn't work so well. I was gonna use that as a cam, but I'm probably better off putting the cam in between this rail. Yeah, probably. But how do you lock it in place? I wonder. Probably be helpful to get some virtual chain going. Center to center distance. Right. Arcs. Center to center. Okay. Roughly 14 inches. Let's see, sketch. Front plane works. There, and there. And this becomes centerline dimension. I forget what that dimension is, or what the pitch of these are. Let me see. Darn. It is imported. I'm gonna have to guess, or wait. No, I'm not gonna guess. I'm gonna do a sketch. And then I'm gonna measure that pitch circle. There you go. That's it. Okay, and back to the chain part. I probably need a third one that is phantom. Dummy. Let's see, there we go. There, and there. Make it phantom. Let's see, this whole thing is roughly... chain is roughly quarter by quarter. Wonderful. Okay. I should probably do that before I do that. Okay. Alright. So let's say this is an 1/8. And this becomes... I'm going to turn this into a diameter, and then turn it into the pitch diameter of the sprocket. Poly defined. Extrude. Let's say it's 1/4 inch wide. Let's do mid plane. You. Cool. Save. Let's see, caps lock, drive, chain, 1. Float, so I can drag it around. Let's see, this on that center. So yeah, that goes on that center. Wow, my computer's a little sluggish for some reason. That goes on that center. And then this face and this face. Wait a minute. Let me look up which one that is. Oh man. It's not gonna let me do it the way I want. Huh. Weird. Alright, let me find out what part that actually is real quick. There it is. Okay. Find the front plane, which I believe is the middle of it. Yep. Cool. Front plane, and since I made the front plane the mid plane of the item on the drive chain, or drive chain, there, just kind of snaps into place. Cool. Alright. And it is below the center line. Cool. Alright. Now, will we save? Blah, 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 blah. Although, I probably should go back to the model and see if that's the one I wanted to add chain to. Whoops. Go back to the assembly level above it, which would be off-season project, t-shirt cannon. Nope. Nope. Hey, that's probably the one. Yep. That'd be the one. Okay. So, I do believe I was planning on driving the center one, right? Or no. That is the rearmost. Okay, so I send chain from here back to here. And then from here to here. Now, to note, we probably won't fill all 3 of these with sprockets. That kind of wouldn't make any sense, but we do need something to space that out so that we have the proper gap set on there. Okay, so I plan on driving oh, come on. Seriously? Why is it so sluggish? Alright, I plan on driving this sprocket to this sprocket, so this sprocket can drive back to that center sprocket there. Yep. Okay. Cool. Yep, alright, that works. Let's see. Control, drag, mate. Whoa, no, no, no. Don't go off that one. Just go off that face. Do I have an enter key on this thing? No, I don't. Whatever. Hello? Oh, can concentric. It didn't let me select it because I was not concentric. There we go. Concentric and another concentric mate. Okay, there's that. And then this central hub or central sprocket, front plane, mate. 2. Come on, give me the tree. Thank you. To the front plane of this one. There we go. So there's the mock chain laid in there. That'll give me an idea of where I can put chain tensioners, at least a little better idea of it, if you will. Let's see. Let's slice it the other way. This way. Not quite where I want it, but that can be fixed. Alright. Where makes the most sense? I would say going up, but you never know. There we go. So, even if I did something in here, into the cam lock, that could work. Although I'm kind of wary of doing an old school cantilever cam lock like we used to, but it also makes it harder to lock down if you don't. Because if you rely on the side plates, it may not get the proper friction to stick. Alright. Although you could always shim it and everything, but or you can just use the 3/8 bolt and get away with it. I think that's probably what I'll end up doing. Nice 1-inch piece of Delrin with a 3/8 through hole. Sketch. Front plane doesn't matter really. Center there. 1 inch. Features. How far must I extrude this feature? Probably should have looked that up before I started. Or if I worked on it often enough, I'd probably have it memorized. I haven't touched this in a month. Okay. So there's that dimension. Sketch 1. Features, extrude. Mid-plane, keep all planes happy and centered. Extrude there. Yep. Hole wizard. Through. ASI inch drill sizes. No, it's not drill sizes. Let's do screw clearance. Nope. Screw clearance. There we go. Let's say 3/8. Well, this doesn't have to be the full length, dummy. Yeah, whatever. Actually, you need room for that other bolt. Let's see here. I think that's... No, the position. Positions, please. On this face. That works. And then... pick your eccentricity to be... 0.25. That works. Yeah, that'll work. Yeah. One more constraint to make it vertical. Just lock it in place. There we go. That's it. Now, just to change the material color. Plastics. Delrin, low viscosity acetyl copolymer. Yeah. Save all. Yeah. Drive module number 6. 006. There we go. Okay. Insert component, browse. Part 6. Open. Probably helps you drill the holes in the rail first, dummy. And that's why you had it chopped in half like that. There you go. Technically, you don't need to go all the way to where you went. No. Technically, you only need to be nice. About 1.5 inches long. Just for good measure. Alright, let's see. 1.5. Well, that cuts down on things quite a bit. Edit part. Sketch. No. Hole wizard works perfectly fine. No sketches necessary. Batteries not included. Lame joke. Okay. 3/8 through hole. Let's put it right about there. Let's see if I can do convert entity. Make sure that's, no, not delete. I have too many shortcuts on this mouse. What the? Come on, man. No. Convert. There we go. Okay. Just gonna try to convert it to there. It makes more sense. Okay. And then make that, okay. Maybe not. That point there. So that point and that point are vertical from each other. Should be able to kind of guess, but I'm also I'm gonna do a sketch just to make sure I get everything. That'll work. Even though I think I just made a cross meet, whatever. Let's see. That's vertical to that. This is 1 inch. And the offset is 1/4. Helps if you actually click on the button you're intending to click on. Okay. There we go. Now, this is technically supposed to be tangent to that, but it's not letting me. It's weird. That's weird. Huh. Oh well, I'm just gonna eyeball it. A little bit of interference, that works, and then make it the nearest decimal fractional inch. 1875. Bingo. 0 tension to all the tension. Alright. Cool. Oh. just for cleanliness sake, make it ghosted. Oh, and you have to do the same thing on the other side. Okay. Construction, infinite length. There we go. Pop that down anywhere and select all 3 items and symmetric. So wherever that one goes, just on the opposite side of that line. Alright, cool. Cool. Alright. Let's see. Did I not go up far enough? Oh, there we go. Back up to the assembly level. Okay. There it is. There's that. I'm just going to lock the rotation for simplicity's sake. And then this goes on this face. There's one machine editor. Lovely. Alright. And then I'm going to do pattern turn components. Components to pattern. That. Pattern seed. That. Bingo. So I now have chain tensioners. Now we need bolts and all kinds of other stuff. Okay. I feel kind of stupid. What happened to my toolbar? Alright. I don't know what I did with it. I'm gonna have to pause. Good. Okay. Let's see. What do I got? Fasteners? Do I have anything in fasteners? Oh. Hello. What? No. That's weird. What happened to my file paths? Resume. Dummy. Okay. That's what I was looking for all along. SHCH. SHCS inch. Let's see if they have the right size. It's been a while since I configured this. Quarter. 3/8. There we go. Let's see. It's 1.5 inch plus. Let's see. 2 inch. 2 inch. Yeah, there we go. 3/8/16 by 2 inch. Alright. And then let's do the same on that one. There we go. Either way, it works. Cool. Alright. And since these are both mirror copies of each other, we automatically have tool access on that side for the head of the screw. Alright. Now, technically, I probably should do that. I should use washers. Yeah. Especially on that. Let's see, back to the libraries. Washer, fender washer. Split lock washer. And everything's in metric, because I got this stuff from work. Well, I guess I'll just have to fake it. Let's see. The 10mm washer will cover my needs for 3/8 washer for now. Until I can correct the model. Because I have to, actually make that part. Lock rotation, good. And then face or coincident mate. Good. Same thing on this side. there, and there. Jackpot. Now, let's actually measure this time. What size bolt do you need? Let's see, 1.77 plus... So, let's see. 5, 2.1, 2 1/8, 2 1/4, 2 1/8, somewhere around there. Just enough to cover the nut. SHS inch. 2 1/4 works for me. Alright, nice. Okay. 2 1/4, yep, that'll do. Resume. Okay, let's see. Do we by chance have a lock nut in inch? Hex, I'm not inch. Hex, lock nut, metric. Doesn't appear so. Damn. Oh well, time to go to McMaster. I'm not skimping on this one. Google Chrome. McMaster. Master of Puppets. No, God. Old reference. Let's see. Nylock. Lock nut. 3/8/16. Grade 8. Zinc works. Jackpot. Product detail. Save. Open. Let's see here. Just to make sure I got the right card number. Although I probably should have this in. Save as. Okay. Wow, I forget where. Oh, that sucks. Ah, there we go. Google Drive. Grab CAD. FRC 1948. Grab CAD. Vendor components. Make master car. Reverse MCM. Car space. No, I'm surprised I didn't actually have that in there yet. As I go, I accumulate parts, so I don't have to re-download them over and over and over and over and over. I'm building part libraries as I go to aid that. Okay. Lock, reverse. There we go. Coincident. Oh, oops. Okay. Now, go back to the pattern you made before, and then you add items to it. You don't have to redo all those damn mates. I just made it on the length. Good thing I can edit sound. Yeah. I can edit audio, right? Okay. Right. Alright. I think that pretty much does it for the design. Honestly. I can't really think of anything else that would do the same. Now, again, like I said before, we're gonna need spacers to fill in this plate worth, unless, no, I was about to say, unless you're willing to pay for an extra one, just to kind of sit there, well, 2 technically, because it'd be on the ends. But yeah, that should pretty much, oh, come on, that should pretty much cover it. I'm still sick. Sucks. Alright. Now,